Merry meet, guys. Welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I am your Wednesday host, Houston, and this week, week 17, I believe, we are talking about opening your third eye and developing your psychic abilities. I am trying out my new laptop, so if I sound weird, I apologize. But your third eye, located right here, is one of the 7 major chakras. There are tons of mini chakras throughout your body that help the energy flow throughout your body so you can sense things, and it helps you stay healthy and helps you stay protected. If you're interested in the chakras, there are tons of videos out there on the chakras themselves. Now, as far as opening the third eye, there have been a lot of videos that I've seen where people say they're afraid to open their third eye, or they wish they hadn't, or things along those lines. I do have to say that when you are opening your third eye, you're opening yourself. Sorry. You are opening up your psychic sight. So you will receive. So it'll be easier for you to receive visions from spirit or deity, intuitive flashes. It helps open up your other psychic senses, which we'll talk about at a later date. So the most important thing that I like to do when I need to open my third eye, of course, there's the use of crystals. Any high vibrational crystal will help open your chakras and open your third eye. One of my favorite is aragonite, ocean jasper, and amethyst. Those are my 3 favorites that I like to use to open my third eye. Even though I'm talking about it, I can feel it opening. It's weird. I can wait. I have my phone beside me. There are tons of ways you can do this. You can do this by, like I said, working with a crystal. With the crystal, what you would do is you'd hold the crystal in your receptive hand, and you would visualize your third eye opening, however you want to visualize it. You can visualize it as an eye. You can visualize it as my friend visualizes it as a star. I like to visualize mine as a rose. Whatever image comes to mind, and when you see it blossom open and you feel that pressure, for me, I feel a slight pressure when it's open right here, or a little bit over, depending on if it needs adjusting, But it's usually right here. You'll feel a slight pressure, like a tingling of something that's not physically there, but it's kind of weird to explain. It's not a headache. It's just a tingle, like you just feel pressure there. Some people feel a warm sensation, a cold sensation, a buzzing, or a tingling, like I said. I do have a friend that says it feels kind of like static, but so when you're another great way, I was getting ahead of myself. Another great way of opening your third eye is through meditation. Or meditation could be sitting down and listening to a guided meditation to open your third eye. There are tons of those on YouTube, so I do recommend, if you want to try that, do that. You could walk yourself through it if you know the chakras. If you know your chakras, you can walk yourself and open up your third eye that way by starting from your root chakra and moving all the way up from your sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and then your crown, opening those up. The next, certain types of music. I believe the binaural beats are fantastic for those, and so are the tone sounds. I think something megahertz or whatever. My partner's really into those. Just a straight toning, so you have like a tuning fork or something like that, and you can beat it. If you getting ahead of myself. There are, I think I've talked about this in my music video, there are certain notes that align with certain chakras. This would be, so if you start at the root chakra and start at middle C, that's the note that resonates with the root chakra. Then sacral is D, the solar plexus is E, the heart is F, the throat is G, your third eye is A, and your crown chakra is B. And then, they're one above that. There's one above that, and one below the root. But the 7 majors goes with the 7 notes in a scale. So if you can find a tuning fork tuned to A, the note A, hit it, and you can put it right there and have that vibration and resonance open up your third eye. You can do that with all the chakras. You can find tuning fork sets of the B flat scale. I know if you're not really into music or in a musical background, this can be kind of confusing. But you can find a chakra tuning fork set online. I don't know how much they are. They could be super expensive. But it's something to look into if you're into sound and vibrational therapy. What else? You can always ask your guides or your deity if you're really close to them to help you open your third eye. Now, so since I've gone over different ways on how you can open them, I want to go over what opening your third eye does. So for me, when I first opened my third eye, it wasn't terrifying. But then again, I wasn't by myself. I had a friend walk me through it, and she made sure that we were in a safe space. We were at her place. She had a friend, she's my sister, and she helped me open it up. And I didn't receive visions. My dreams really weren't that clear to begin with. But I did notice that I was getting better intuitive with my cards. I was getting better impressions. I was getting able to find locate different energy fluctuations, if that makes any sense. So, in her house, had a ton of spirits in it. And that night was the first night I ever saw one. Like, physically saw one. It wasn't in my mind. It was there. So, I mean, that could happen. That is one possibility. I don't want people to open their third eye and nothing like this happens to them and they get angry. It is something that comes with practice. If you want to see spirits, it can be an ability you're born with, or it can be an ability you can work toward too. If that makes any sense. So working with psychic abilities, there are different types of psychic abilities, since that is the second part of the video. But in correlation to the third eye, I think that is one of the first steps, because the third eye is one of the chakras that deals with psychic abilities. It deals with psychic sight. It does not deal, in my opinion, it does not deal with psychic hearing, and it does not deal with psychic feeling, it does not deal with psychic knowing. Those things belong to other chakras, I feel. So I feel that the psychic feeling resonates with the heart. When you're empathetic, when you're empathic, when you're dealing with clairsentience, you're dealing with issues of the heart. You want to feel more. When you're dealing with clairaudience or clairgustance or clairolience, gustance is your tongue, clairgustance is clairolience is your nose, or clairessence. When you're dealing with those, the throat chakra is what I believe centers around those 3 psychic senses. I do believe the crown chakra is crown and the third eye in combination are with psychic knowing, just knowing something is going on, or knowing something's about to happen, or knowing something that had no other resources to know. I'll get into more of that, what each of the psychic abilities deal with later on. I think that's actually next week's topic, so I don't want to talk too much on that. But I feel that the third eye deals mostly with psychic sight and your second sight. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them below in the comment section. So I will see you guys next week.